What's up, guys? Dustin McDangles back here with another video, and this is the FIFA 21 Franchise Mode Series, the Rags to Riches with Ted Lasso and the boys from Barrow AFC, as we are in the preseason tournament, guys, the last game of this preseason tournament before we get into the knockout stages. We are in first place with 6 points, so what we're actually going to do is simulate this first game here with our substitute lineup. I went ahead and made a substitute lineup so that we can get in some other players whenever they do get a chance to actually fit in for the squad against maybe some lower teams. But if you guys did actually miss the last episode, be sure to go ahead and check that out. I'll leave a card in the top right hand corner to see how things got started with the club as we take a look here at the lineup. I also want to take a look here at the squad hub, and I did some looking around, and sort of our left back position is pretty stacked, and we're very thin at the right mid position. So I think Josh K is going to be our man unless we get something crazy in scouting. I want to try and get him into a right midfield position, maybe even a right wing position. That's actually going to take 25 weeks. So if we actually do right midfield, that could actually get him to right midfield. That'll bring his overall up, and I think that'll be good for the squad. Obviously his shooting is a little low. He has got decent pace for this low of a league, so League 2. So we're going to try and move him up to right mid because we only have the one right now with Brimall, and it's going to be tough. He is only on loan as well, which if we take a look at it, he's only here for the year. So definitely going to be tough. We're going to have to bring in some players as of right now. We're kind of thin on the finances. That's why this preseason tournament is going to be huge to win, because there is a lot of money on the line. I put some players up for sale. We've got our backup goaltender, which he's not going to play. Jason Taylor, we've put him up because he's most likely not going to play either. And then Scott Wilson, we're actually going to try and get him out on loan because we have a lot of center backs in our club. So try and get some money that maybe we can sort of possibly bring in a player from scouting, or somebody off the transfer list here for a cheap price. It's going to be tough. We've got a couple guys here scouted, mainly some Austrians here, Marcel Tresmiar, and then we've got Marco Hausgel. We'll just go Marco and Marcel. Honestly, they could be brothers if you think about it. Speed on this guy is going to be interesting. He's around 70s. This guy's a little bit slower, which is interesting. So I think if anything, we go for Marco. He does have a release clause of 1.6, which is quite pricey, and he is 21, whereas Marcel is 6'1", and is a little bit slower. So the real question is, who has the better finishing possibly? And it looks like Marcel, or Marco I should say, might have the better finishing. So definitely got to keep an eye on that as we get into the game here. Ted Lasso, obviously you can see there, pretty happy about everything. I do want to take a look here at the transfer history and sort of see some recents for all clubs and see if any big time players. Perisic actually going to Crystal Palace, which is very interesting of a transfer there. It's going to be fun to sort of keep up with a lot of these transfers. Martin going from Alves, so that's in the Spanish League 1, to Everton, as Dahoud actually goes from Dortmund to Alves on loan, so that's quite interesting. Another transfer there, I believe sort of the swap of players. Perisic sort of fills in for that loss for the Crystal Palace Eagles. I believe they're the Eagles. I don't quite remember off the top of my head. Big transfer there. Lanzini actually goes to Villa, which is quite interesting because they already have Jack Grealish. Carmack goes to Leverkusen. Fungalini, I should say, goes to Newcastle for about $14.5 million. That was our defender, Burrow. We sent him off to Salford City. And that's pretty much all of the mega deals so far. We got our two players there, Del Pino Maggio and Bourgogne, into the lineup. So what we're going to do here is we're going to simulate here with our backup squad against this last opponent in the preseason. So we'll do a quick sim. We're not even going to do the sort of the interactive sim, which I think is really cool. And it looks like the boys actually get the win 2-1 giving us a clean sweep here for the group in this opening tournament for the preseason. Had a hard time trying to get my words out there, but it looks like we're actually going to go up against Northampton here in this next game. So the semifinals of this preseason tournament, which we're actually going to get into after we take a look here at everything. We get the scouting reports back. That's actually pretty good. Marco, pretty decent, 63 overall. Obviously, his release clause is a bit high, but we might be able to sneak in. I don't want to go for Marcel. He is only 59 overall, so that's not really worth it. So we'll get rid of that Marcel. Wilson loan offer. So we get an offer here for Wilson to Bayern. So their second team, Bayern's second team. So we'll definitely let him go, get some experience. Obviously, most likely he won't be playing a lot here for us as Ted Lasso. Looking pretty snazzy. We'll do the loan with option to buy. We'll accept that, as they only want 1 year, which I believe if his contract is correct, that is going to be necessary. It looks like they are also willing to pay 60% of his wage, which is really nice. Transfer fee of $280. I don't really know his value, but let's see if maybe we could bump that up to, let's say, $320. That might be a nice little chunk of change if that goes through. So that'll be nice if they do end up possibly going to buy him. We'll find out here at the end of the year on if they will actually buy him. 20 years old. Most likely won't fit in our lineup. We actually have another sort of look here at a player, George McLaren, almost. McEachran. Interesting. I don't think I'm going to bring him in. He doesn't seem pretty great. And then this right here, Nathan Holland, could be really nice. He's got decent speed on him as well. Not the best of finishing, but 64 overall with room to grow. Definitely would be one of the more pricier players for sure. Maybe look to somebody a little bit cheaper, possibly 12 months. Ooh, he actually is up in 12 months, and he has some decent pace on him. So we'll actually go ahead and scout Brandon there. We'll scout Jack Lancaster as well. And I think that's all we're really going to do. I think let's also do Jasper here. Doesn't have the best pace on him, but definitely somebody to take a look at before we make any final decisions on any transfers. I do want to try and advance here in this preseason tournament a little bit more before making a final sort of purchase on a player and sort of see how the boys do. So what we're actually going to do is we're going to go with our starters. Some of them are a bit tired, so we might have to make some subs in this game. But we're going to go into this game here against Northampton, see if we can come out with a win here in the semifinals of the European International Cup. Super excited to get into this matchup, guys, against Northampton. I believe they are also a League 2 side, so we will most likely face them again later on in the season, as we've got the ball rolling and started here in this game in Germany. So definitely cool scenes, sort of playing in a big stadium. Definitely the spotlight is on the boys here from Barrow, as we killed it in the group stage, winning all fixtures, even with the simulation here. So we definitely need to sort of show these guys what we're made of, as Quingley trying to make a run through and is broken up nicely by Northampton. Definitely going to be interesting to see what our stamina is for the guys who are still a little bit tired, as Northampton with a chance trying to get down this left-hand side. Maggio is beaten, crosses in, and into the side netting there. Early chance for Northampton, and they just missed that wide, as we're going to play this short to Maggio, and we'll work this out to Ederle. Jones with it. Sort of new into the side, 63 overall midfield players. We find Quingley. Finds James. I see a man going wide. It's Sorry on the ball. We're going to play this one into the box. Back post to Quingley! And he makes no mistake about that one. Off the volley on the cross. What a beautiful finish from Scott Quingley. Geez, not much you can do better than that. Great cross by Sorry. I don't even know if that's how you say his name right. Don't really know what the goaltender's doing. I think he is sort of anticipating a high shot near side, and he just plays that one way wrong as we slot that into the bottom far side corner. Scott Quingley might be our hero this season, depending on if he can stay healthy, but Scott Quingley gets us on the board here early, 1-0, as we look to get some more. Also need to keep in mind, guys, that we do have this on Legendary. We could possibly go up to Ultimate. I've tried a few times on Ultimate, and it's just almost too hard. I feel like we do this season on Legendary, as Northampton has a chance here with Marshall, trying to get that in. Nice takeaway there by the midfield as we work it up. But again, I feel like we sort of play this season out on Legendary and see how it goes, as we've got a chance with James, and he's just offsides, as if he stays on by just a hair there longer, we are definitely in behind. I don't know about that. He looks pretty much on sides there. He's behind the blue line, so definitely an interesting call. If we were on, that's a clear-cut goal here against Northampton, as we are all over them right now with possession and play. They can't really get anything going against us as we work the ball through the midfield. I see Quingley over the top. Quingley, we're going to get a nice through chip to him. He's a little bit slow. We're going to hit him on the stop. Ooh, try to hit him on the fake shot stop, but it looks like we're actually going to get a corner out of it. We'll look for Quingley here on the inside. He's there for the header. Quingley! Scott Quingley just missing wide. He does get a grazing head to that just barely, but the defender enough to knock him off target as we just missed that wide, and Northampton escapes a pretty dangerous opportunity with an early corner. Northampton looking to get some play here together as they're trying to work the line. They go over the top here to Ashley Seal, who tries to cross in a ball and is just miscalculated, as we are going to counter now. Off to the races. We find James. James cuts back. We're going to... Oh, I saw Quingley there for just a split second, as we are actually now being countered by Northampton. Can they get anything going off this rush? They've got some men sort of trying to make some runs. Down the wide side, chip into the box. So we get a nice clear, but not that far. Thankfully, Northampton offsides, and the pressure is going to subside as we're going to work this ball up the pitch, looking for some opportunities. Again, with this game, guys, you have to be very patient for your openings. You don't want to force too many balls, because if you do that, just like I did right there, you're going to lose it. I tried to go for the slide tackle to win that ball, but poorly timed, as that's most likely going to be a yellow card. Oh wow, what a bad play there by Donahue, as Northampton with press trying to get that ball in. Bad clearance by Ederle, and here comes Northampton looking for a crossing opportunity. Can they find it is the real question. So far we're playing good enough defense to keep them to the outside, as the ball into the box, cleared well by the defense, and we are back off to the races here, as I see Quingley trying to make a run, but he stops, as I meant to shoot that behind, or pass that behind the defender, as Northampton with a chance. We're going to play this out and get this wide. Did not see their man there, so definitely on the back foot here with stoppage time on, as Northampton looking to get something. They play it back. It was looking like they were going to go for the through ball there. Nothing going. Stoppage time should be up soon. We're just going to hold on to the ball, clear it out, and that should be it for the first half. Scott Quingley on the early goal for an early chance off a great cross on the volley, and we shall go into the second half and see if we can get any more, and more importantly, hold on for the win. Here we are, start of the second half, guys, and it actually looks like a lot of our players who were a little bit tired at the start of this game are playing very well, as Hardcastle now on a yellow after that dangerous slide tackle we had earlier in the first half, as Northampton trying to get something going, but a nice poke there by James, and off to the races are Barrow. Looks like our opponents are going to sort of put a press on high, as we're going to find Quingley, who finds James, looking for the overlap. I see a man. I see the left back, Donahue, getting into the play here. We're going to cross this into the box to Quingley, I believe that was, trying to get ahead of the defender, but nothing going there, as we're going to play this into the box with Hardcastle. Nice ball in. Quingley's there! And he is not going to be denied on the corner, as he gets elevated, gets above the defender, and that is a big-time goal from Scott Quingley. sending us. I mean, that's 2 for him this game. He's going to be a big-time part of our sort of form this year. As we check out the replay, call a man short to maybe get somebody off position. Quingley gets up, and he puts that right past the keeper and above that near post defender. Not really doing his job, but Quingley, top upper 90 shot. What a beautiful goal from Quingley as we go up 2 here in this semifinal game. Ball is rolling, and Northampton looking for an answer here. And as of right now, we are all over them right now with our play, and it's not going to stop here. I think the boys are going to sort of, we can hold down against their counterattacks here as they try to get a ball over the top with a chance there. Broken up by Jones, and we'll work this out wide as Northampton looks like they've got to press on. We're just going to put this over the top here to Hardcastle, but take it away. Northampton over the top. Holy smokes. I was about to say, our goalie just got absolutely destroyed on that play, as it looks like they're going to make a sub. We're going to have to make some subs here too, here shortly, because we don't want our starters to be too tired. I definitely want to give them a chance to play the championship here of this preseason tournament, as Northampton with the possession in the midfield, looking to go wide, down to Marshall. Donahue's over. Puts a nice little press on him. Going to keep him out as dangerous opportunity here. Ooh, wow. That's some good football right there from Northampton. Good ball movement. Every time they made a pass over, we had to commit, just making another man open as they slot that in backdoor for the goal. Not really backdoor, but open shot there at the 18. I believe it might have just been inside the 18. As great ball movement, we had to cut him over. Left or right back, I should say, doesn't get over in time, leaving the man open for a nice little 1-tee shot just inside the 18. Puts some outside spin on it, and the goalkeeper just not enough time to actually get over, set his feet, and actually get a nice jump on that. Beats him wide, but again, we still have the 2-1 lead here now. Got some substitutions in here, just getting some fresh legs on the pitch, hoping that we can get sort of hold on to this lead, I should say. We don't have to get the lead. We already got it, as we're just going to work this ball around here, looking for some openings in our opponent's defense, as it looks like we might have a possibility here. Unfortunate, nothing sort of came to fruition there, as Divot, I should say. We're going to work this wide. I see a man cutting in. I see Banks, who's just subbed on, and Banks, off of some great ball movement from the boys, he's able to slot that in easily into the back of the net, getting back our goal that we just gave up. And man, oh man, things have really turned around for the boys here. Nice little through ball. No one there in the middle for our opposing team, and Banks, playing up a little bit from that midfield position, is just going to slot that past the keeper. Off of a 2-touch effort. Not really anything the goalie can do on that other than just, instead of falling, trying to dive. But hey, we'll take it. We've got a 2-goal lead here in the second half. Ollie Banks getting his first of the preseason. Might be one of his only of the season, but it is a big one, as we've got 15 minutes left in this game. We just got to hold on to this lead now and hopefully come out with a win. Here comes Northampton with an opportunity through the middle. They're looking for that through ball to the striker. Nothing going for him right there. They're working it back, trying to get something going. Ball is played in dangerously, and our defender can't get a head on it. I was hitting the clear button, but man, oh man, we've got 10 minutes left here in this game, and Northampton really making a game out of it. So, man, very tough. As you can see there, obviously they've got a good opportunity even on Legendary. Nice ball movement by them. They're waiting for that opening, and just enough. He gets on the backside of our defender. We get up, and it's just not enough to clear that ball as it gets over Davis there. Finds the striker, and nothing really that our goalie can do about that one. Easily slotted in there. Nicely slotted, I should say, on the cross there. But Northampton gets within 1, and we've got to hold on here to this lead if we want a chance to move on to the finals, because I know for certain in preseason that ties go to shootout, and we do not want that. So we're going to try and just hold on to the ball here. I know it is kind of petty. It is kind of boring football, but we definitely need to hold on to it here with time basically running out in this game for Northampton. We're just going to wait for them to press us And then we're going to go for a cheeky little counter attack. As it looks like they are pressing a little bit here. Just play this back. It's just about keep away right now. I know this is quite boring football, but we've got the lead. Sometimes soccer, you gotta play with the lead, and this is what comes when you have to do that. So just holding on to possession here is very key. As we get into stoppage time, we're just should be able to just play this back one more time. We get 4 minutes of extra time. That is absolutely nuts. So let's get into their attacking third here, as they're not going to really press us. We're going to run down the line here with Sori, and we're just going to hold on to the ball here. Little gamesmanship, actually. We're going to go for the net. We've got time. Ooh, I was about to say we have time, but Northampton runs out of time as we actually win the semifinal game of this tournament, heading on to the final. Let's actually take a look here at the stats really quickly of this game and sort of see what indeed happened. As we're going to take another look here at the goal from Quingley on the cross off the volley. That's goal of the game, goal of the match. Great through ball, nice cross back post, and Quingley again. That was such a beautiful goal. It's nice to sort of take a look at the goal of the game. Again, goalie reaction kind of odd, but hey, we'll take it. As you can see, their stats 50-50 on possession, shots on target even. So pretty solid game. We'll definitely see them again later on in the season. So let's go ahead and take a look and see if we've got any scouting or anything here to report. I don't believe we will, but I'm really interested to see sort of what we are going to be able to buy. That is the real question. Hopefully we get some scouting. So it looks like we have a familiar foe, guys. We're playing Kalmar FF here in the final. They actually won their game on penalties, a 0-0 game all the way until penalties, and Kalmar FF in the final. We've already beaten them once, and I'm trying to remember what the score was. It was only 1-0, so it was a very tight affair. It was our first game of the preseason, as we actually have a training set, and I do want to get the boys some recovery. So we're going to get them some recovery 2 days in a row just so we're fresh and ready to go here for the final. I don't think we're going to make any transfers here. I don't think we need to. We get an offer here for Taylor. Jason Taylor. Center midi, probably not going to play. They're offering 130, so we'll accept that. We're not going to be able to get too much more out of that deal. It's tournament prize money, $405,000 added to the transfer budget, so that's going to go towards possibly that Marcel, I believe, was the kid we were looking at from Austria. So we got some more news here, some more scouting reports to see here. We got a center attacking midfielder, and then Traore, a striker. That could be something we look at maybe in the January transfer window, but he is loan listed. Could bring him in for a loan. That would actually be nice. Let's try and get that loan to happen here. That could be really nice, as we've got another Cam player. He is also loan listed from Monaco. I forgot about Enzo. So we'll shortlist him. We'll try and see if we can get both of those guys in on loan. So that way we're not spending any sort of transfer fee, but we are just bringing them in on wage. That could actually be a really nice thing to do, even if it is just for 1 year. I feel like that would be a nice little pull. So let's try for Traore. He's not willing to relocate right now. But with that being said, at least for the club, we can try and bring him in on a loan to buy. Could be nice, but basic term loan. I don't want to buy this player from them. We'll do a year just so he's not sort of locked into us possibly being able to buy him. And let's see. Ooh, he is kind of pricey. So let's see if they are willing to go 60-40 and help us out a little bit here. Ooh, they want to go 60-40 the other way around. That is interesting. Let's go 50-50. See if they bite on that, and they will. So it's just a matter of if Traore is going to accept the offer now. That's completely up to him. Enzo here, I don't know if I want to bring him in. I want to see if we get Traore first before making any final moves, as it looks like everyone in the starting 11 is set and ready to go for this game. We are so close to $2 million in transfer budget. That could be huge. That could be 2 players for us right there. That could make all the difference in us going promotion here for this year. So this is technically going to be the last game of the episode here today. But afterwards, we'll get into possibly bringing in our first transfer. So make sure you stick around for after this next game here against Kalmar. If you guys have enjoyed this video so far, be sure to hit that like button, as we will now hop into this final match of the preseason tournament with a trophy on the line, some silverware, as well as some money. So let's go ahead, get it here, and walk away with this W. Trophy on the line. We've got money on the line here as we walk past a beautiful piece of silverware there. Obviously, we want to do our best to win that. Playing a familiar foe here. We've already played them in the group stage once. We only won 1-0, and sort of it is a different story here in the final. Anything can happen. Most likely, I don't want to try and do too many substitutions because we want to rely on our top dogs here this game, as the ball is rolling and we've got this game underway here at the Signal Iduna Park. If we throw that back all the way to FIFA 17 with the Dortmund career mode, we know this stadium very well. Was a place of great things, as we've got a chance here again to win some silverware and some money for Barrow AFC. I think it would be great, especially for the community, just bringing home some hardware, especially being newly promoted from the National League. Definitely want to provide the fan base with sort of a reason to believe that we can do more than just come up from the National League, and that will actually challenge in the Football League. So that is something in the back of our minds here today in this championship. We're not just playing for the badge on our chest. We're playing for the community that backs us. As Quingley has some space, he goes for the shot. I thought we had enough there to get that past the defender, but evidently not enough room to get past there, as off to the races. It's Kalmar looking for something. They are going to chip that wide. Ederle is there. Can we keep him to the outside? We want to try and do our best to keep him back, as he... Oh, man, they have a nice little chip there. They're looking for the cross. Playing some solid defense here. Nice turnover, and we're going to try and work this up the line. Unable to do so is Kalmar back on the ball. They're going to work that up through the middle. Trying to get something back down the wing, looking for that cross. Going to keep him off his right foot. Nice turnover, and we are going to try and counter here with pace. Got to get up the field. Quingley on it. I see someone busting down that right-hand side. It's Bermal. We're going to try and get this into the box. Defender is on as well. We'll cut to the middle. Look for somebody. Ooh, Hardcastle is there on the one-touch effort, and that's into the back of the net, guys. A 1-0 lead here, as we are one goal closer to some money and a trophy. What a nice feed. I thought it was a little bit too much on the through ball. That sort of pause there on the fake shot got everyone to stop up. That opened some things there just above the 18-yard box, as Hardcastle makes a nice run through on the left foot. I don't know if he is left-footed. He might favor the left. He slots that into the side netting, and here at Signal Iduna Park, one of Germany's finest, we find ourselves up 1-0. Lewis Hardcastle gets his second of the preseason, and hopefully one of many more. Nice turnover there, as James. We're going to find Jones. Look for Hardcastle. We're going to work this out wide. Donahue on it now. Going to work this up through the middle. Quingley. Ooh, I saw Scott there for a quick second. We have some space outside the box. Very ambitious effort there from Quingley, as the keeper's actually going to hold on easily and punt that down towards center field, and we're actually going to come up with the ball, so let's counter quickly. Can we get something going here? Quingley trying to get a nice turn there, but unable to do so, as the defender played some nice defense on him. We actually win the ball back somehow. Jones on it now. We find Quingley. I see Hardcastle. I saw somebody, but that was a bad pass. Ball falls back to him. Oh, man, what a dangerous play that was for us. We had a big opportunity there, as Fronley with the Jets. He burns our defense and makes us pay. Wow. Back the other end. We had a huge chance there. Just poked away from us. Sent down the field, and holy smokes. I forget that guy's name, but he just turned on the Jets and we could not catch him. Tried to bring Bourgogne out to maybe make the striker make a mistake, but he slots that in nicely. Short side, and Bourgogne just missing barely. Our defense gets burned, and Ted Lasso is not happy about that one. So we got a tie game here now in the final. Definitely don't want to go to penalties. I'm okay at penalties. I don't like them. It's just nerve-wracking stuff. But, I mean, the press has been on for us. I think we've been playing pretty well. Other than that, obviously, that counter opportunity here for our opponents. But definitely want to go into half here with the 1-goal lead. So let's try and get some nice passing here. Look for somebody to go line. And, sorry, trying to get there. And just out of bounds. Too much pepper on that through ball. Ooh, wow, dangerous ball there. Johansson finds somebody. Israelison looking for somebody as Magnuson finds Froling. He's looking for somebody. He finds somebody. Donahue cutting in way too far in the middle. And, man, dangerous opportunity as Bourgogne. He's going to make the big save as their goal scorer. Almost finds a way to get that into the back of the net once again. Nice touch with the outside of the foot to get some space. Bourgogne, thankfully, is there to make the save. And we got a big corner here in stoppage time. Definitely don't want a late goal as that goes short. We're tripped up on the play. Surprised there wasn't a foul. They're going to work this back. That should be stoppage time. If they get an opportunity to get a shot, I will be very upset. We're just going to pass that out. That's going to be halftime. We are tied 1-1. So let's get into the second half and see if we can get anything going. As James on it now, looking for somebody. Trying to find Quingley. Not able to do so. They almost turned that over. And Ederley's got to get back. Maggio here. Playing some decent defense there on the striker that actually burned us earlier in the first half. Actually, it's their cam, it looks like. As Maggio, bad defense. And Bourgogne, we're going to call him out to come steal that ball, and here we go, back the other way. We need a decent counter here as Jones. We find James. I see Hardcastle. Why didn't he make that run? We're going to go back to James. We're going to look for something. Nothing's there. I see Quingley making a nice run. We're going to take the one-touch effort! Off the side netting. That's a tough opportunity there. I thought we had enough space to maybe get a shot on target, but he just puts it off the outside of the netting. Taking Maggio off the field, I don't want him to be injured for the start of the season. Obviously, it's a playable injury, but again, it could be worse if we continue to play him. So don't want to prolong that injury. Obviously, in soccer, it's a marathon, not a sprint. So we're going to sort of keep him off the field. We have a 55 overall defender, and we're going to have to sort of change that, make sure that we get somebody a little bit better on the bench. I know we have some center backs in our stable to do so. As Quingley with space, we're going to hit on the stop. I see Hardcastle in. Hardcastle with a chance. He gets a foot to it. And a nice save there from the goalie. Bad step from the defender. Froling is in. Oh my goodness. What happened? Oh no. A chance at one end goes to Froling, down at the other, and he makes us pay once again. I don't know how that happened. How did he get so open? Oh, that's so frustrating. We're down one here in the final, and now I'm really hoping we can bring this thing to penalties because we need the money so bad, guys, to make some transfers. Man, that is a tough play, as they're now probably going to park the bus as we try to get a pass inside. Nothing going there. Oh, that's so tough, guys. Definitely need to go ultra attacking here to get some form of pressure on, as they're going to work this back. They're just going to try and kill the clock here. We can't let this happen. We got to press high, as man, oh man, they're holding on to it here with a chance. Ring, nice move. Oh wow, another nice move. Our defense is getting shredded. Oh my goodness, he just barely missed that. We've got 9 minutes plus stoppage time. What an absolute effort that was from the attacking player. They're not going to give us the replay there. But man, what a dangerous chance. That could have been the nail in the coffin for the game. As we're going to find James. Finds Quigley. Looking for James on the overlap. He's not going. Their defense is just backing off, so Quigley's just going to walk this in. Finds Hardcastle, the man who scored the goal the first time. Hardcastle trying to get a chance. No penalty inside the box. As I see a man down low. Sorry! He gets it! He gets the tying goal! What a dagger here. Just under 5 minutes left to go in the second half. Man, that's some great football. Honestly thought that could have been a penalty inside the box, but what a nice through ball there. Nice through ball flick from Jones. Or James, I should say, throwing Sorry in behind, and he just barely gets that in the side netting, tying this game at 2 with a chance to win it here. Maybe there's enough stoppage time to give us a chance, or maybe there might this might go to penalties. So definitely interesting stuff here as our opponents off to the races, trying to get one last opportunity in this game as Donahue's got to get back. Got 2 minutes of stoppage time. If we could poke this and go, we could maybe get one last chance. As it looks like they're going to hold on here. Dangerous ball into the box. Bourgonier's going to hold on, and we are going to penalties, guys. Able to tie the game here in the dying minutes. Off of that just defensive breakdown. I don't know how they got that second goal, but it is what it is. We're on to penalties now, and we got to play big here with Bourgonier. Oh, as they go straight down the middle with a cheeky little chip. Quigley is up. We're playing with the sort of helper on. Far corner, Quigley! Ooh, that was dangerous. Just barely under the crossbar. That could have been really bad as Romero steps up for him. Oh, and he goes down the middle. We almost made that save. Ederle up next. We're going to go same spot. Their goalie didn't move last time. Got to time this up perfectly. Their goalie's able to nick that, and it goes off the crossbar. Ring now with a chance. He chips it over the net. They wouldn't even let me move our goalie. As Donahue, I don't like going left. I'm not strong on holding it there. Oh, it didn't go where I wanted it. I pressed B again. It didn't go where I wanted it. Oh, this is dangerous. We got to make the stop here as they bury that. This could be it, guys. We don't score. This thing is over as Bremal steps up for a chance. We got to bury. Bremal gets that into the side netting. We got to make the save now. Got to make the save. Huge play here. Off the crossbar. We're still in this thing, guys. We can win the game. Or no, we have to score. We have to score. James, our second striker, has had a great game. He steps up. The penalty spot. He buries it right over the goalie. We're into extra shooters now, guys. Crazy stuff as they go right. I've been diving right this whole game, and they go there. Sorry, who scored the tying goal. We're going to go right again. We seem to get their keeper going this way. This might be the death of us. Woo! Off the crossbar and in. Stenmark for him. Oh, barn out! Off the crossbar and out. We have a chance to win the final here. Jones for a chance to win this game. Crazy stuff. Wide shot. We got it! We won! We got so lucky here in this penalty shootout. That is why I hate those so much. Off the bar. The bar saves us. Oh my goodness. What a crazy effort. We get the cut. We get the money. We get the trophy. And man, oh, the goalie guessed right. We just had a nice penalty there. With good pace, just put it over him. I'm surprised it didn't go higher. And I'm honestly shocked their goalie didn't save that right there. What drama here in the preseason final. What a way to start the season. Send the boys in as we are going to take a look here at the trophy celebration. As the boys go up, we're going to receive our trophy. They might as well throw the cash right in there in the top of that thing because holy smokes, what a crazy, crazy penalty effort. As the captain here, I don't even really know who our captain is. Might be our one defender. I think we'll have to take a look at that as we raise the trophy. Preseason success. Super happy. So let's go ahead, take a look at how much money we have now and see if we're actually going to go ahead and make a transfer before the season starts. So some news here. Obviously, loan offer is actually declined by Traore, which is kind of sucks. It would have been nice to actually get him in. Wilson has actually been loaned out, so that is nice there. Tournament money, another $450,000 to the transfer budget. European Cup, squad is happy, and thank goodness Maggio is only out for 5 days. So that is a huge sigh of relief coming from the fans and supporters of Barrow AFC, as we're going to start getting into some training here for the substitutions, or for the subs, I should say. We'll simulate that. I'm going to have to sort of play some of these because it'll actually get the results better, which will actually make it a little bit nicer to do instead of just going through here and training for gigs as we get. I don't know when the start of the season actually is. Let's take a look here at the actual season, as that's actually going to be the next episode. We're going to get into the first month of the season, which first game is on August 1st. We're going to look to play half the games here in the month. We'll play these 4 games. We've got a cup fixture and then 3 league matches. We've got 3 away games and only 1 home game. So definitely going to be interesting to sort of see how the first month of the season goes. Now let's take a look here at the transfer budget. We are at $2 million, basically $2 million, guys. I'm having a hard time trying to say that. And if we actually simulate all the way up here to the first of the month, I think we'll actually get our first scouting report too, which I'm actually super excited about. We got some guys here. Ooh, Jack Lancaster actually might be a nice shout. A little bit cheaper than the other guy, and he is 62 overall, 800, 875. He is 5'10 as well from Ipswich. We'll add him to the short list. And then Jasper here, he has that something special. That is interesting to see. Isn't the fastest in the world. So we'll keep that in mind. Transfer offer here for our backup goaltender, which we're not going to get a lot out of. So we're just going to accept that offer. We'll take anything we can get, honestly. Any money is good money. As we will continue on here with the simulation, let's actually get our starters some training here to keep them sort of fresh and ready to go for the start of the season. As we will get this underway, get all of the boys' sharpness up a little bit. They're up 2, which is nice. Again, I might need to go in and do some of the trainings here for the future, just so that we can get some good results. We don't need a left winger. Taylor has sold, which is nice. So that's some money there in the bank. It's not going to be a lot, but we get 80 allocated to the transfer budget. Got an offer here for Hardcastle. Don't want to get rid of him. He is going to be a big piece of the puzzle, at least for this season, maybe next year moving forward. Who knows? We'll have to wait until we get to that position. But as we continue on here with the simulation, I do want to get up all the way here to the first of the month to get our first scouting report in. So let's get our subs a training here. Yes, reset the players, get that all taken care of. We'll simulate all. Some of our starters are in there, but that's not too bad, as they're not going to get too tired. And here we are. We've got our goalie sold, so that's not going to be a lot of money at all. And if we can actually get the first of the month, let's get our first training or sort of report here, as we also have a press conference, which will be interesting. Youth monthly report. Going to be interesting here. So let's see. These are some of the guys that we already have in the squad. We've got a goalkeeper. And then, ooh, left midi, 69. Whoa. Where's this guy been? Elliot Glover. Where has this been? Have we just missed it? I'm so confused. This guy is already our best player. We're promoting him to the senior team. Elliot Glover, welcome to the squad, bro. We're going to let this guy go. He's not anything. This goalie has potential. We're going to have to sort of wait and see what he can do. But where did that guy come from? That is actually insane. We only had one guy here. scouted. Marcus Morganson, 200,000. The odds of him panning out are very slim, but we're going to sign him. Man, that is actually insane. Let's go to the squad. Where's that guy been? Can he also play right mid is the real question. He's only a left midfield player. That kind of sucks. We're going to have to train him. Holy smokes. Glover, where have you been, boy? We've been waiting for somebody just like this. This is awesome stuff. So let's throw him in. Can Sori play the right? He can play the right, so that is actually really nice. Still gets the +3, and we've got Glover, our new best player. Holy smokes. This is insane. Let's see his finishing. Where's his finishing? Sprint speed is pretty decent. Finishing, where are you? Finishing 62. Let's take a look at his stamina. Is kind of bad, so that kind of sucks a little bit. But that is actually a huge help because I don't think we need to now bring in a right midfield player because we already have Sori, and then we can have Brumal coming off the bench since he is a lone player. So if anything, we can actually save money. We don't have to go out and spend any money right now, which is kind of nice. Man, that is actually so sick. What an absolute steal. Let's see what this Low kid is about. Jamal Lowe. That is actually really, really awesome. I'm really happy about that. I don't know where he came from. Actually, I saw that guy from RB Leipzig. Where'd he go? Yeah, right here. This guy looks like something special. Let's obviously scout him and see if we could even afford him. I doubt it. So I'd say, if anything, we could try and bring in another striker. Since we now have a bit of depth, I don't know how we missed that guy. I would always check the youth staff, but nothing would ever show. Man, Morganson, Marcus Morganson, definitely going to be interesting. Let's check out his development plan. See what type of player we can actually get him to be. Is a right midi. What do we want him to be? Couldn't be inverted winger. That could be nice. It is only 3 weeks for an inverted wide winger, which would actually boost his weak foot. So let's go ahead, work that on him, see if that'll bring him up to the 50s, possibly. Goalkeeper, really nice. He is 18 years old, so he is a little bit older. We might have to promote him to the squad and maybe give him some sub games, but as of right now, we don't need to make any transfers because Mr. Glover just chilling on the bench out of nowhere. Absolutely crazy. So let's take one last look here at the squad before we close out this episode. Where are our left midfield players? There he is, Glover. Crucial. Wow, 16 years old. This kid is the future of this squad. 100%. That is actually crazy. He is 6'5". This guy is an absolute tower. Could honestly transform him into a striker. Actually, that might be the play. This guy might be a striker, guys. We could transform him into a striker. With that size and speed, decent shooting. Because, yeah, let's see if we could turn him into a striker. How long would it actually be? Striker, 83 weeks, so he's not a striker. That is crazy. 6'5". Absolutely crazy. I feel like this guy could also be an inverted wide winger as well. And it seems like that is also what they want to do. That could also boost his weak foot. Passing's already pretty decent. So let's actually get this on him to get some better shooting. Elliot Glover, going to be the future of the squad. Want to make sure this kid has a decent kit number on. He's got number 18. Let's see if we can get him sort of a better number. Quingley, Hardcastle, K. Could give him number 12. Could give him number 4. We're going to give him number 12. Elliot Glover, he's going to be the face of the franchise here, guys. So, huge stuff that we found out of nowhere. Super happy that we won in penalties. Obviously, we're going to be getting into league play here in the next episode. We'll get into the press conference. We're going to be playing Oldham Athletic. in our first game. But if you guys did enjoy this episode, be sure to drop a like on it. I hope you guys have a good one and a good weekend. And as always, stay dusty.